That was harder than I thought. Okay. So today's day one of my new exercise routine. Long-term goal is to do this every morning, but to start, I'm just going to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's still only like 5:15, so I'm exhausted. But I gotta go get ready for work. Take a shower, all that. Yeah. That was way harder than it should have been. I am so out of shape. I'm still a little... That was not that hard of a workout, all things considered. I don't know what my heart rate was, but that was not that hard of a workout. Just really not used to that level of exercise anymore. Especially the bit with the jogging in place and the high knees. I was like, oh, okay. Thankfully, I'm only about 15 minutes behind schedule for my first day of this full new routine, because that's what today is all about. New routines. So in my first vlog, I was talking about starting a new morning routine and all of that, but I had to wait in part for the spring break to be over. And that was because my wife was like, in no way in hell am I going to be getting up at 4:30 in the morning while I'm on vacation. And I get that. So I didn't want to start a routine and then break it after 2 weeks. So we just pushed it back a couple weeks. So that's where today comes in. And now it's on to breakfast. And I am not going to make the same mistake I made last time. So I got my breakfast. And initially I was hesitant to talk about where I get breakfast from most days. That's why there were issues the other day when I filmed the last one. Because I know it's controversial. And the sad reality, I have a longer piece about this planned because it's more complicated, but in this particular instance, I know. The simple fact of the matter is, on my drive to work, there's nowhere to go that doesn't make me sick. And as much as it sucks, I kind of have to justify the fact that I'd like to not throw up in the mornings. Because obviously what you didn't see, in my vlog a couple weeks ago is that McDonald's breakfast made me kind of sick. So that's why I don't eat there. The only thing I can really eat is the pancakes and sausage for breakfast. The problem is it's so carby, it causes a different sickness problem with my diabetes. Same with the French toast sticks at Burger King. I do get them every once in a while as a treat, but it's too carby. There's not enough protein to cancel it out, and it, again, causes diabetes issues. But we'll talk more about the whole Chick-fil-A thing and kind of what I decided to do with it. We'll talk about that in a separate video, but I just wanted to address that before I actually started driving. And it's everybody is free to make their own opinion, and if you want to boycott Chick-fil-A, I fully understand it and support it. I just am going to try something. I've been trying something different. I made a choice a few months ago to try something different. And I'd say, in my experience, it's actually working. So, we'll see. I'm kind of annoyed that the sun's not out yet. Because of, daylight savings time and all that bullshit. One of my favorite things about when I first started this job was driving to work and getting to see the sunrise. And now I mostly just drive in the dark. It sucks. When it really sucked was when I was working on the SoFi Stadium build, which we just completed, and I can actually talk about, which is nice. Which I don't think I've mentioned, if you haven't watched any of the other vlogs, I'm a Lego model builder for Merlin Magic Making, which is effectively the Disney Imagineering division of Merlin Entertainment, or Entertainments, sorry, I gotta say that right, who, they run theme parks mostly in Europe, but they run all of the Legolands, not just here in America, but all around the world. And so I work in the Legoland Florida, or the Florida model shop, which we do stuff for all over the world. And so we just completed a world record stadium build for Legoland California. It's officially open and installed, and so I can talk about it. And, you know, it was a really big project. I'm proud to be a part of it, especially because it set a world record for the largest Lego stadium. And it was really cool, but it was also very stressful. I've talked about that on Instagram and Twitter and stuff. But what was really crazy about that project is because the hours were so long. Initially, I was doing things like 10, 12-hour shifts, working overtime, and because it was, you know, late January, early February, I was literally driving to work with the sun down and leaving work with the sun down, and it really messed with my head. And so, like, the sun is just starting to come up, and I probably won't get to see the sunset because I'm, you know, about to make the last turn into work, but that's definitely something I miss. It was one of my favorite parts of the day. It's like a little thing, but like being able to see the sunrise is really just special. It's not something I used to care about. As you can see, the sun's starting to come up behind me. I didn't used to care, but I really enjoyed it. And so whenever I get to see the sunrise, or even at times if I'm working late, getting to see the sunset, it's really helped me appreciate the beauty that is, like, the natural beauty of Florida. Because a lot of my drive is through somewhat rural areas. It's really nice. Like, really nice. There's so many trees and, like, kind of hilly areas here in what I drive through in what is largely Polk County. And so it's just so nice to see something that isn't completely urban sprawl, which is what a lot of Orlando is. It's the Central Florida area is like one giant suburb. And as someone who grew up in the Chicago suburbs, like, yeah, I'm intimately familiar with it. I'm at work, and I can't show you any of that because we're always working on stuff that can't be seen. A little bit of a surprise break in the day. I forgot to bring all my lunch stuff because I'm dumb. And I am dragging ass because, yeah, getting up at 4:30 in the morning and only getting like 5 hours of sleep, not ideal. And so for some reason didn't bring my G Fuel this morning. I think I was worried about, ironically, I was worried about too much caffeine during the day, and so now I have none, and I'm gonna end up having to take a nap. I'm not kidding. I'm gonna go get lunch, and then I'm gonna take a nap in my car. It's actually been a good day at work, but just tired. So tired.
Yeah, baby, have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
Thanks.
Y'all probably thought I was kidding. don't know if it's gonna be enough. What's gonna have to do? Well, this sucks. So I have to leave work early because I am nauseous as hell, and I don't really understand why. That tired feeling just I don't feel tired anymore, but it kind of morphed into this constant nausea where I was having to run to the bathroom, and yeah, I don't know what's going on. Thankfully, I was able to get an appointment with my doctor. I'm on my way to see them now, but of course now I need gas. Because of course, and apparently gas has jumped like 20 cents over the weekend, so that's fun. I just pulled up to the doctor's office, and of course the last like 10-15 minutes of the drive I started feeling like noticeably better, but it's just another thing that I need to talk to my doctor about, because this is starting to happen fairly frequently. Where in the middle of the day I will just get these waves of nausea that make no sense, and they last for a while, and it has nothing to do with what I've eaten or anything like that, and it's impacting my work, and I just can't have that. So yeah, I wanted to give a quick shout out to my doctor's office. My office is called Spectrum Health. They specifically focus on LGBTQ plus patients, and they are also a nonprofit, so it's actually like affordable, even if you don't have insurance, because they don't take every insurance. I think I'm still outside of network for them, so like I only have to pay like a copay and I'm good. So it's how I got therapy for a long time, and my GP doctor is through here, so they manage all of my transition stuff, and they specialize in trans healthcare. So that's really important, because now when we go, it's like when we go to talk about, my hormone levels, they know what I'm talking about. That matters, because I know, like, my endocrinologist, I see an endo for my diabetes. She has openly told me she's not comfortable managing my transition because she doesn't know anything about it. No, I don't know enough to be effective for you. So, and I really appreciated that. So, time to go head inside, see what the hell's going on. Well, that's convenient. I needed to get labs done soon, so got my blood drawn as well. So I was actually able to move up an appointment, so that'll be a fun little bonus. Yeah, find out what's going on with my hormone levels and all of that. So now I'm just waiting for my doctor. Okay, better than I thought. Much better than I thought. So, looks like my problem is stress. I know that sounds like a dumb thing. Like, that's what all the doctors say. But it's actually, like, there's a legitimate reason for it. Thankfully, like, I'm kind of friendly with my GP, so she knows everything that, like, she knows we're Facebook friends, so it's like she knows what's going on in my life already, and she knew about the stress and everything. And when I was explaining everything, she's like, okay, well, it's stress, but it's more specifically, it's like, instead of giving me like just the default stress, like, you need less stress, it's your stomach acid, because it's your body's natural response. And she gave me this whole explanation, and so she's going to give me a medication to help combat that. So, not nearly the terrible thing that I was expecting. I was worried my hormones were completely fucked. But she was very kind in helping me figure out the hair loss situation, because this is the first vlog where I've not had green hair, but what you may have noticed is, like, this is a little bit shorter. It's because, like, my longest hairs that were used to be down to here just fell out. And in the last conversation I had with her, because again, she manages my HRT as well, she actually told me that if my T level was getting so low that it was becoming potentially a problem, where I would start losing hair. And so we talked through some options about that, and I'm going back next week to get my level, because I got my levels blood drawn and all of that today. So I will have the results by my appointment next week, and we'll kind of go from there. So I'm sure I'll talk about the follow-up and all of that in a different vlog. And actually, it'll be on a Wednesday. That's what I'm going to start filming regularly. So there you go. So I do feel a lot better, just emotionally, but also physically. I need to eat. That's also was part of the problem. I wasn't eating enough, which seems weird. Okay, almost home. Able to brief Lindsay on everything that's been going on, explain, and of course she's like, I told you it was going to be stress. Yeah. She didn't actually tell me, I guess she just thought it, but whatever. So, needless to say, very stressful day, which only makes things worse temporarily, but I'm going to go home, I'm going to have some comfort food, and I'm going to go to bed super early because I'm exhausted from all of this mess, and because I gotta get up even earlier than I did today, or at least probably right around the same time. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, I gotta get up super early. Is what I mean here. I gotta get up super early tomorrow because I have to go into work and make sure that like I'm staying on this schedule, because otherwise I'm not gonna hit my hours without using PTO, and I'm not doing that anymore. So kind of tired of having to do that. I had to use like over 20 hours of it last week because of some situations that I haven't even talked about on the vlog yet. But if you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, you know about. So the reason why you should do that. Long story short, my car got broken into last week, so yeah, it kind of messed up my whole week. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut things off here, because as soon as I get home, once I get through this last little bit of traffic, I am done for the day. I'm gonna eat dinner and go to bed. That's it. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for making it all the way to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. It helps spread the content throughout all of the YouTubes. And if you really enjoy my content, you find me entertaining and engaging, or if you don't and you just want to make fun of me, in the comments, subscribe. You know, every view counts. So, again, thank you. I'll see you on the next one. And as always, have courage and be kind, especially to yourself.